Hello, you are listening to the Love and Money podcast with Shakira, and today I'm going to talk to you about Nvidia. What is Nvidia, and when is the Nvidia stock split? So, Nvidia, um, you probably heard of it. The ticker symbol is NVDA, and what it is a company that makes the chips. It makes the artificial intelligent chips that are needed for the self-driving cars that are coming out. It also makes the chips involved in the computer systems, the video games, um, specifically the chips that are used in supercomputers, data centers, drug development, and the self-driving cars. So this is a chip making company, Nvidia, and so they just recently had a 4-to-1 stock split and that happened July 20th. And what the 4-to-1 stock split is it makes the shares of stocks cheaper. So, say for example, it's a 4-to-1 stock split. So, say for example, Nvidia costs $200. So, say it costs $200, 4-to-1 split. So, instead of that one stock costing instead of the one stock costing $100, they're going to do the 4-to-1 split. So this is an example. So instead of 200, it's going to be 50, 50, 50, 50, which will add up to two shares. But instead of buying one share for 200, you can buy one share for $50. So that's just an example of what a stock split is. It makes the shares of stocks cheaper and it makes it more accessible to the retail investors to buy because some people are more likely to buy a share of stock if it's cheaper than than if it's more expensive. So they're doing that to make it more accessible to the retail investors, and that just happened July 20th, a 4-to-1 stock split. So as I said before, Nvidia is a chip making company. They make the chips that will be needed for these self-driving cars that are coming out. And some people have already bought into the stock. Other people have chosen not to buy into the stock. But since these self-driving cars will be a thing, um, that is a way to get in on the self-driving car revolution that will be happening in the future. And so Nvidia is one of the companies that make the chips that will be needed for these self-driving cars. And then, like I said before, they already make the chips for the other things that the computers need. And those were the supercomputers, the data centers, drug development, and the self-driving cars. And so they also make the chip for the car Neo. And the Neo self-driving car is expected to be out in quarter 1 of 2022. So that's very soon. It's not like 10 years away like most people are expecting. They're expecting this self-driving car, the Neo, to actually be here in the year 2022, which is right around the corner. So I find that interesting with all of this new technology that's going on. Um, there are a lot of advancements expected to happen in the future. People are thinking of new things all the time, and so the self-driving cars is one of the things of the future. And so, in addition to making the chips for the Neo car, they also make chips for Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services, they use chips for their data center. And so Amazon is getting their chips from this company called Nvidia, which makes these chips so that they can function technology wise. That's what they're doing. And so, like I said before, the stock split happened July 20th so that they can make it more accessible for other investors to get involved if they are interested in buying into the stock. Some people are buying the stock, other people are choosing not to. It's really a personal decision. And so, NVIDIA, it has a RS rating of 90. And a RS rating of 90 means that this NVIDIA stock has outperformed 90% of all stocks over the past year. So it's been doing really well for people who have chosen to buy into it. The demand for the NVIDIA chips, um, it's in very high demand for the chips because these chips are required in things such as video games. And as you know, with the pandemic, more people have been at home, more people have been on their computers and playing video games. And so some of these video games, they require chips to function. And NVIDIA makes those chips for video games. So these chips have been in very high demand. And more recently, they have become a shortage. So there is a shortage and a high demand, a global shortage and a high demand for these chips. Um, and NVIDIA is one of the companies that is a chip maker. They make the artificial intelligence chips needed for all of this advanced technology that is going on around us, the self driving cars, the computers, the video games. And so that's what NVIDIA is. It's a chip making company. And that's what the stock split is it makes it cheaper to buy shares of stocks so that more retail investors can get into the company if they choose to get in. And like I said, some people are getting in and they're taking advantage of the fact that this self driving car revolution will be here in the very near future. Some people are taking advantage of that. And then other people are more focused in on the basics. Like I said, as long as you are in a index fund and you're investing on a regular basis, then you should be fine. But some people are getting in on this self-driving car revolution. They are buying into Nvidia, and then other people are choosing to go the basic route. So that is what's going on with Nvidia, the chip making company, and the recent stock split that happened July 20th. And so this is the Love and Money podcast with Shakira. If you like this podcast, please share it with one other person and please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the algorithm. Thank you for listening.